Talal, can you mute your audio? Hello, Mr. Shubham. Mute your audio. Hello, Mr. Shubham, can you please mute your audio? Mute your audio, man. Getting too much noise from your side. Mr. Shubham, please mute your audio.
Yes, sir, I have muted.
Yeah, fine. Thank you. Right, let's start today's session. Let me check before that whether it is recording or not. Yeah, it's recording. Done. Let's start today's session. Before going to start, and let me explain in the last session what we discussed. In the last session, we were discuss about how to accept values at runtime. Okay, that means user has to enter the values, and how to accept the values and how to convert from one data type to another data type. We were discussed here. So now in this session, I'm going to show you some basic data types, commonly used data types in C#.NET, very commonly used data types. But advanced data types also there, sir. What are the advanced data types? Like array list, what we can say, sorted list, hash table, dictionary, okay, list, generic collection. These are all comes into advanced data types. So collection topics I will cover clearly later, but that is not required at this moment. But before, I'm going to start with basic programming. So for that basic programming, I would like to introduce some basic data types. What are the basic data types are available in C#.NET? So we'll see now. For that, I'm just adding class. How to add class? You know that. Simply project menu, add class. This is very basic and very commonly used data types in C#.NET. Now coming to this class template, I'm selecting. I'm taking class5.cs. Click on add it. Now coming to this here, I'm taking main method, svm, double time, two tab space you can give, automatically main method will be there. Now coming to this basic data types, very commonly used data types is what? Int a equals to int I for int, just int I equals to 10. Here 10 is a value, I is a variable, int is a data type. Okay. Next string, s equals to string, s equals to what actually? Name. That is string. String means group of characters. Actually, string is a collection type actually. What type it is? Collection type. Means collection of characters. Next, char. C equals to any variable you can take. No need to take char for C, string for S. No problem. Any variable you can take. Just I'm character S I'm taking. Character is S. Single character. Next, float. F equals to 34.56. Now observe here. Float is giving error, no? Yes. Let it be keep aside. Double D equals to 34.56. Same. So why double is not giving error? Float is giving error. Note this point. So 34.56 is giving underlined red color. That means error is there. Okay. Yes. 34.56 F we have to represent. You can see when we place mouse pointer on this line, immediately it is saying that literal of type double cannot be implicitly convert to type float. Use an F suffix to create a literal of this type float type. F suffix is required. Either capital F suffix or small f suffix, you can use no issue. So F is recommended. Double not required. Okay, double not required. Next, what actually? Boolean. Bool. B equals to Boolean. B equals to what actually? True or false. So int, string, char, float, double, bool, long. Long means large values. Long. So these are all basic data types will be used. Even though long also we will not use, but very basic, very commonly used data types very oftenly in our programming. Integer, string, character, float, double, bool. These are all data types. And these are all what? Variables. I, S, C, F, D variables. And one more important thing you can notice here. One more important thing. Whenever I place mouse pointer on I is holding some green line green line color. Green underline color is there. You just observe. What is that meaning? To know the meaning of that, you can place mouse pointer over. You will find out clearly. What is that? The variable I is assigned, but its value is never used. That means what? This variable I is assigned. What assigned? Value 10 is assigned to this variable, but it is never used. Never used means you are not printing. That is what it is saying warning, that is. Now I'm going to print console.writeLine. Okay, console.writeLine of I. Simple. So now I'm printing console.writeLine I. Now you can see I is warning is gone because the value is assigned to the I is using here. But now S is never used again. Now you can see unnecessary assignment of value to the S is the same. That means Durga is assigned to the S variable, but we are not using. So got it my point? Why it is saying warning, that is? So you can place mouse pointer over that, and the Visual Studio speciality is that clear-cut information it will provide to the programmer without getting confusion while writing the code. This is very simple way to do this. Now you can see C, character C, float value, F I'm taking, double value, D I'm taking, a long value, L I'm taking, Boolean value, B I'm taking, B value. All values I'm printing like this. This is the example to demonstrate what are the very basic data types are available in C#.NET. But these are all not complete data types. There are a lot of data types are there. So I have to explain in detail in coming sessions. Value types are there, reference types are there. Okay, what is value type? What is reference type? In the time of unboxing case, I will explain. And also collections types are there, generic collection types are there. Collections means, yes, collection data types are there and generic collection data types also there. Everything I will cover, you need not to worry about that, undoubtedly. So I'll cover all the things clearly at the time of upcoming sessions, but situation need to be demand. I cannot disclose at a time all the data types once. That's not required. So based on the situation, we have to discuss clearly. Are you getting my point? Yes. So that is the case. So now coming to this, let me execute. Before executing, what we need to do? Change the startup object of class 5. How to change startup object of class 5? Go to Solution Explorer. Simply double click on Properties. Here drop-down list is available. Startup object drop-down list. Once you expand this, now coming to this class 5, I'm executing class 5. Class 5 is my class name. This class I would like to execute, and click on save. Then only save changes will be affected. If you don't save, changes will not affect. Now click on run this. Click on run this. So we got the output clearly, all data types mechanism. Now you can see, because we got the output one, but we are not going to stay back the screen. The reason is what? I said that in previous examples, compulsory to use this one, we have to use console.read only. Console.read only. Console.read only. Okay. Mr. Sai Taran in startup object did not showing adding class, sir. If it is not showing adding class means what is the reason, you know? Any one of the class we can check for errors. If you have any number of class, how many number of classes are there in my console application? So class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5 is there. Any one of the class is having or any pointing errors, then startup object will not show. So I strongly recommend, please clear the errors first of all in any program of your application and make error free. Then obviously it will show the startup object compulsory. So if still not showing, then tomorrow at the end of the session, okay, on short link, I will allow you to share your screen, then I will help you clearly. Okay, so let's run this program. And this is what actually all basic data types representation: integer, string, what is character, float, double, and long value and Boolean value representation. This is. But sir, I want to know the size of this basic data types. How much size is going to be accept this in bytes format to know the size of data type. Okay, so this is data type. And if you want to know the size of data type, what we need to do, I'm just giving here plus size of function I'm taking, size of int. Okay, same integer type, I'm accepting size of integer here. Size of integer, same size I'm going to accept. So I'm giving some space between here, size of int. And now you can see here, plus. Now you can see, then size of string. But I cannot able to apply size of string. Why? Because string is a collection type. It's a group of characters. So you have to ignore it. It will give error. So I'm not going to find out the size of string. Even then you can find out size of string. Then what is happening? You can see the size of string I'm taking, string. But this string is a class. But this string is what actually reference type. Now you can see whenever I try to apply size of string, whatever I declare here, this is the data type. And this is what actually class. S capital letter, no, this is the class. So size of option is not available on string data type because string is a collection type. String is what type? Collection type. Collection type size is different. Okay, collection type size is different. And moreover, it is reference type, string is. So I'll come across later, reference type is what, value type is what. So size option is not available on string. I'm not going to do this, ignore. Now coming to this next, size of. You can also use like this, and you can also use what we can say, any separate option also you can give this. Size of what actually I'm taking, char, size of char. Next, similarly, I'm taking here, size of what actually here, float, FLOAT, float. And size of what actually here I'm taking, size of double, DOUBLE, double type. And size of long actually I'm taking, size of long, LONG, long. I'm giving side only, I'm giving displaying the side only here, size of what actually here, bool, size of bool, BOOL, bool. At the same time, value I'm printing and size of also I'm printing. Just I'm giving space between value and its size only. Let's run this once. Now you can see we got the data type size and values also. Now you can see 10 is an integer, 4 bytes. S is what is actually here, it is character 2 bytes, float 4 bytes, double 8 bytes, long 8 bytes, true 1 byte. That is called clearly Boolean things in bytes format. 4 bytes, 2 bytes, 4 bytes, 8 bytes, 8 bytes, 1 byte like this. But what is Durga here? String. We cannot able to apply string. We cannot able to apply string size. We can able to find length. It is a collection actually. It is not size. Size is varied from string to string. You may increase that values also like this. Okay, you can decrease the values also. It's a collection type, sir. That's what size of option is not available on string. So this is what size clearly here. So these are the basic data type collection. Very basic data type, which is commonly used data types in our programming language. But I'm saying that lot of data types also there. I will come across later according to situation. Collections types are there. Has table, dictionary, string, list, array list, array. These are all collection types. And in that also some variations are there. Normal collections and generic collections are there. We will come across later clearly. Okay. So this is the basic things. Now I'm going to start my logical programming from today onwards. Okay, up to now, whatever I discussed, very basics, how to handle console application programs, how to deal with small variables, how to deal with characters, how to change startup object, all these things, basics. This is fundamentals. These fundamentals you must and should aware. Otherwise, you cannot proceed for further programming. Okay, now I'm going to discuss logical programming now. Control flow statements. Yes, if you have already having the knowledge of something like C++ programming knowledge, you people know that control flow statements were that. If you don't know also, no worries at all, sir. I am here, you to teach from the scratch. This all control statements clearly from the scratch. Okay, no need to worry about that. Control flow statements. See, control flow statements purpose is what? Control flow statements are used to maintain the control flow of our program. What is the use of control flow statements? Control flow statements are used to maintain the control flow of our program. Control flow means what, sir? Here, how your program is executing, how it is going to be maintained the flow, which line is executing and what is going to happen, and what is your exactly requirement, at what time, what part of the program need to be executed, and what of the program need to be stop execution. These are all under comes into control flow. But control flow statements are three types are there, sir. One is conditional statements. Conditional statements. Next one is iterative statements. Iterative statements. Iterative statements. Next one is transfer statements. Transfer statements. Transfer statements. Conditional statements, iterative statements, transfer statements. These are all control flow statements, three types. Each and every statements is having lot of conditions. Now we can see conditional statements I'm trying to discuss. What are the conditional statements are? If is a conditional statement. Okay. If else is a conditional statement. If else. Next, nested if is a conditional statement. Next, switch is a conditional statement. Elif is not there. Elif is a keyword actually, which is find in Python programming, but ELIF is there. Else if is there. Else if is also possible. That is nested if. Under it is else if is under comes into the nested if only. That's what I have not written else space if. Got it my point? Okay, else if is nothing but nested if only. If else, again if else, again else, if else, like this under comes into nested if. Else if, nested if. Same. Okay. First we will write if no, then after else, after that again if, again else, like this. Nested if under comes into this. That's what I have not written that. So hope you understand. Switch case is there. Switch. So these are all conditional statements are present in C#. Now coming to the iterative statements. What are the iterative statements? Loop concept. For loop is there. Okay. Nested for loop also we can use. While loop is there. Nested while loop we can use. Do while loop is there. Do while loop is there. Do while loop is there. For each loop is there. For each loop is there. For each loop. For each loop. See, these are the loop concepts. For loop, while loop, do while loop, for each loop. This is iteration. Generally, when we go for iteration statements means when we have huge collection of values, 100 values are there. 100 values if you want to print, 100 console.writeLine statements you have to write. But is that good practice to write 100 console.writeLine statements to print 100 values? No. So for that, simple for loop through we can iterate 100 values at once. Only simple logic we can write 100 values you can print at a time. That is loops concept purpose. I'll explain you when it comes to after completion of this conditional statements. I'll go through one by one in detailed picture with practical implementation. Now coming to the transfer statements. Transfer statements are break and continue. And go to is also there. Go to is nothing but what? Go to the statement. According to our condition, based on requirement, if you want to go to particular location, then go to. You can send the statements to the other statements. You can pass your control flow into other statements. That is called transfer statements. These are break, continue, go to. These are exactly conditional statements, sir. Control flow statements are. Three types of control flow statements are there. One by one, we will discuss clear picture. First, I'm talking about if condition. What is if? What is if? If is used to test the specific condition. If is used to test that what? Specific conditions are. Specific condition. If the condition is true, if the condition is true, whatever you mention the condition, if it is true, then if block will execute. What block will execute? If block will execute. If the condition is false, for example, your passed condition is wrong, then what will execute? nothing will execute. Nothing will execute. It will jump into out of the flow. Control will jump into out of the flow, compulsory. So there is no else. I'm not speaking about else at this moment. So if is used to test the specific condition, if the condition is true, then if block will execute. If the condition is false, then nothing will execute. So what is the syntax of if here? This is the exactly syntax of if. Syntax. What is the syntax? If, open bracket, you can pass your condition, close bracket, and coming to the curly braces, open and close, and your valid statements, you can write it here, what you want to execute. This is block of code. What block of code it is? If block of code, sir. What block of code it is? If block. If condition, then statements. These curly brackets are required compulsory. Open curly braces, close curly braces, required compulsory. Are you getting? So if condition, statement like this. Let me write a simple program of if else condition, all these things. Let me add one class and class 6, and make main method svm simply. And I'm going to declare one variable. Now you can say int I equals to 10. Okay, int I equals 10. I am checking the condition if I equals to. Now the beauty of Visual Studio 2022, you can see whenever as soon as open, automatically the expression is making to us. I equal to 10 is saying that automatically. If you want to proceed with that expression, press tab automatically. It will capture. No need to type continuously. That is the advantage of VS 2022, which we have not found in VS 2019 previously, which I was used. Okay, my requirement is this is only I want to compare with value, but make sure, sir, this is an operator. Operators also concept is there. Our next immediate topic is operators only in C#. This is operator. What operator? Assignment operator. Because we are assigning 10 value to the variable. This is assignment operator. This is also operator. What operator it is? Comparison operator or relational operator, we can say double equal to. Comparison. I equals 10, I declare. I'm checking this I equal to 10. Is this I value 10? 10 equal to 10, both are matching. I'm saying if that matching, if the condition is true, then what you want to generate output console.write line, I should say true. Okay, then after that, what I'm trying to do, to stay back to our screen, console.read only. Console.read. Simple. To stay back to our screen, console.read. So this is not, this is very simple programming look like, but it is very important, sir. Everybody should understand this all logic. This is logical programming. Using this all conditional statements, iterative statements, loops, concepts, we can improve the logical skills. Everywhere in our upcoming program, we have to use rapidly this, but don't look at small things this is. Sometimes small things will make big damage, in our coding part. So everything is need to be concentrate more. Even though if you know all these things already, no worries at all. Even some of the students might be aware. So that's what I'm explaining each and everything from scratch. So basics and fundamentals are very, very important for further upcoming programming. Let's start the startup object, change the startup object class 6 and click on save and then run. Now we got the output here. What's our actually? We got the output. What actually here? True we got. True. What is true? This is true we got here clearly. True means what? Because our condition is true, sir, actually. What condition was true actually here? The condition was true. The reason is in my programming, you can see here, close this window, and in my programming, if I equal to 0, condition is true. That's what control will move to here. In case my value is 100, sir, 100 equal to 10. Is that correct? Do you think 100 value equal to 10? Is this correct? Not correct. So whenever it is not correct, when this false, control will jump into out of the if condition. That's what I said that. If the condition is true, then if block code will execute. If the condition is false, then nothing will execute. Nothing will execute only in this case. Look at here once. Output is not there. Because control will jump into out of the if block only completely. Nothing is there here. No code is executing here. Now you can see that nothing is there here. So in this case, if in case your condition is false, in this case, if you want to do something or if you want to display something, Then we can go for what, sir? If else block we have to use. Else block. Else block will execute only when the if condition is false. Else block when it will execute only when the if condition is false. So here if else I'm speaking now. If else. If else. If else is used to test the specific condition. If the condition is true, if the condition is true, if the condition is true, then if block will execute. If the condition is false, then else block will execute. What block will execute? Else block will execute. So here I'm writing else block also. Else, open bracket, close bracket, some statements required here. If else, is yes or no. Let me include else block also in this program. Else I'm taking else, open bracket, close bracket. Now console.writeLine. Console.writeLine. I'm using what actually false. Now, according to requirement, this condition is what, sir? False only. So that's what we are getting, what else block code execution false, that is FALC false. Now you can see false is executing. So what is happening in this case? False is executing or not? Yes. But look at here, this opening brackets and the curly brackets are optional, sir. These are optional here. Now you can see I'm removing this brackets. I'm removing this brackets. I'm removing this brackets. I'm removing this brackets. So after that, I'm selecting Control A, Control KD. KD means automatically it will arrange that. Now we can see if my code is not in order. Suppose this order I'm taking. Now this order I'm taking. Order is not in there. For example, this code is like look like. If is look like. Okay. And else is look like. This is not in order. Is that very well structured? Is that very well structured? Not in structure. It is completely in order. So it is called unordered actually. But I want to make this orders a total program. How we can make Control A, select this total code. Control plus KD. Control plus KD. It will arrange. It will arrange the order. Control plus KD. Then it will arrange that clear indentation level. So did I use any brackets in this program? No, brackets are not using. I'm not using any brackets. So including curly brackets is optional here. No brackets, even then it will work fine, sir. Now you can see. Okay, even then it will work fine. False is coming clearly. So including brackets are optional. If you want, you can use as per your flexibility. No problem. Okay. So brackets, why we recommend in the sense, just you can understand which block of code, which part of the statements under comes into which block. The statements if under comes into if block or not, the statements are under comes into else block or not, we can easily find out if I use the curly brackets, open curly brackets, close curly brackets. I'm hitting Control Z. I'm going to make it as with brackets only clearly, with clear structure. I'm going to make it as brackets only. I'm hitting the Control Z clearly, and it will go back to the program. Same program will be shown that. Now, coming to this, my requirement is I want to write one more condition. So not only these conditions are, I'm just comparing this. My requirement is I want to accept this value at runtime. Yes, we can accept the value at runtime also. Now we can see how we can accept the value at runtime. Console.writeLine, enter a number. I'm just asking. End user through I'm asking, enter a number. Enter a number. User enter the number. That number will be stored into I. But what number you are entering in the last session, you understand clearly. In C#.NET, whatever the end user giving input values to the program, that values by default will be treated as what format? String format, string. Okay, string. So you have to be convert from string to integer. To convert from string to integer, we use two methods. I used it in the last session. Convert.toInt method as well as int.parse. Any one you can use. I'm using int.parse here. I'm using int.parse of to read user inputs, console.what actually read line we have to use that console.readline. Int I equals to int.parse of console.readlines. So I'm accepting value at runtime. I'm asking, please enter any number. User is giving input. For example, I entered input value is 10. 10 will goes to here, I. But 10 is what actually string. String will be converted into what? Int. That int value will be stored into where? Int I only, integer type only, I. Now here I'm checking. I modulus 2 equal to 0. Then I can say that is even number. is even, is even. If not, I should say is odd. So just this is even or odd number program. Very common, very simple program. Is an even number, odd number programming this is. So I value whatever you are enter input. In case 10, modulus 2. Modulus will return what, sir? Reminder. Modulus will return, yes, reminder only. If reminder is 0, that is even number. If reminder is not 0, that is odd number, I can say that. So I'm going to run this program now. You can write any logic, I'm saying that. Now my input is, for example, 4. 4 modulus 2 equal 0. Yes, 2 into 4, 0 reminder. We hit the enter. What is the output is coming? Is even is coming clear. Is even. Okay. Next, whenever I try to enter, suppose 5 number I'm taking. 5. 5 is my input. 5 modulus 2. 2 into 4, remainder is 1. Remainder is not 0. 1 is this. 1 means what actually is odd. Odd number only. Got it, my point? Yes. But, sir, here, this what number is even, what number is odd also I want to display in my output window. I'm writing, I'm just giving my input is like this. For example, I'm taking 7. Is odd only there. But what is odd? 7 is odd, I want to display in the output window. To display the 7 value also in the output window, what we need to do? Here we have to use I plus. Plus is a concatenation. I is what? Your input value. I plus, I'm adding this. But when we try to run this one, okay, when we try to run this one, so when we give input values, like I value, I'm giving 6. Enter a number. 6 is even. 6 is even. But there is no space between 6 number and is even statement. Do you want to give the space between them? Yes, we can give the space. How to give the space? Now we can see I plus some space I'm giving plus. Now we can say I'm giving some space I've given, then again plus like this. So is odd I'm taking. Here we have to take the double code here also. Double code here also. Now you can say double code. Then here also I'm giving plus symbol I have to use. Sorry, plus double quotes. This is what actually here we have to use. Now is odd. This is the space. So I plus some space plus is even. I plus some space plus is odd. So we are giving the space between the values here. Now once I execute, when we try to enter a number, 9 number I'm entering. So 9 is odd. There is clear spaces between the number and your what we can say text format here. So now I'm coming to this point. Sir, how to check whether my control flow is moving into if block or else block, sir? How I can check? So I'm working with control flow statements only. Right now, if condition only. But how I can check my control flow is moving inside the if block or inside the else block? How I can check? Simple breakpoint you have to keep. Where we have to keep breakpoint? In the if case and in the else case. We have to keep breakpoint. So why breakpoint option is required, sir, here? Just for monitoring whether your control flow is moving inside the if block or inside the else block. You can able to monitor clearly by keeping breakpoint, and after keeping breakpoint, you have to do debug your C#.NET program. How to do it? Now we'll see this. So just to keep the breakpoint. You may get doubt, sir, why don't we keep the breakpoint here or here or here like this, here, everywhere? Everywhere is not required, I'm saying. See, generally in real time also, most of the programmers will keep the breakpoint where logic is right or not, you have to check. These are all just normal statements, output statements. Console.write, let's say, this is not logical statements. This is logical statement. So logical points, we have to keep breakpoint here. Because my requirement is what here? Whether my control flow is going to inside the if block or inside the else block, I want to test. In that case, we have to keep breakpoint in these positions. After keeping breakpoint in these positions, as usual, you have to what? Run this program. Once you run this program, now you can see it is asking what number. You have to enter your number. For example, I'm entering number 3. Then press enter button. As soon as when we press enter button, your control will move to the program here. Now you can see when we place mouse pointer on I value, I modulus 2 equals to 2 equals to what? 0. Is this true or false? It will say that. Now you can see it is what? What is saying? False. because I modulus 2, I value is how much it is? 3 value. You can see I value 3. Modulus 2 equals to, remainder is what? How much it is? 1 is there. Remainder is 1. If 1 equal to 0, not correct, false. Then where it will move? Control will not enter inside this if block. It will directly jump into what? Else block. But how do you know whether it is jumping into inside the if block or inside the else block? Immediately you have to press what, sir? Function key plus F11. I told you already. Function key plus F11, you have to hit the function key plus F11 from your keyboard. Automatically control flow will jump. I'm hitting the function key plus F11. Where it is moving, you can see control is jumping into else block. Yellow color line is there. Okay. Again, function key plus F11. Again, function key plus F11. Again, function key plus F11 till the output you got. So once you exit from this program, output is getting like this. 3 is odd number, means else part is executing. Now let me show you once again here. Okay, I'm just keeping breakpoint. Let's run this one. After running, now we can see enter the value here. Enter the value. I'm entering the value now, this time 4. Press enter. After entering 4, you can minimize this window. Now you can see place the mouse pointer on I. I value is what? 4. 4 modulus 2 equal to what it return, you can see modulus 2 equals to remainder is 0. 0 equal to 0, what actually true. When we hit function key plus F11, where it is jumping control inside the if block. If the condition is true, then else block simply will ignore. Else block is ignoring, control directly jump into read. So your program is output is look like, what is the output here, sir? 4 is even number like this. So like this, many programs we can write similar way, similar fashion by using if else condition. If else is look like simple, but it's very, very important and it will play crucial role in logical programming in upcoming sessions. Any logic you can write in the if condition. For example, I want to take 2 numbers at runtime. So let me take 2 numbers. Enter num1, enter num1, enter num1, enter num1. Okay, enter num. So what is this? Enter num1. Int I equals to console.readline. First enter num1. Next, immediately I'm writing enter num2. I'm asking what? Enter num2. Let's copy and paste it. Enter num2. Second number I'm asking. Again, second number is what? J. J. Any variable you can see. I want to find the logic. Which number is biggest number? Okay. I'm taking my condition what? If I greater than J means first number is more than second number. Greater than is an operator. What operator? Relational operator. Simple. So I greater than J. Then what is that? I can say I is biggest value. I can say that. Else part. What is that? J is biggest value. I want to say that. J is what? Biggest value. Very simple programming. No complexity is there in this case. I just accept 2 numbers at runtime. First number will be stored into I. Second number will be stored into J. And I'm just comparing this I greater than J. If I is greater than J, I is big. Else J is big. I can say once I run this, you can see we got the output. So first we have to enter 2 numbers first initially. Enter first number is 52 I'm taking. Enter second number is 14 I'm taking. Which is the number is biggest number? 52 is the biggest number. 52 is the biggest number. Simple logic. Okay. So you can write condition like this also clear. I and J values if else part. If is used to check the condition. If condition is true, control will jump into here. If the condition is false, control will jump into else block. And here one thing you have to notice every time. Else block will execute only if the condition is false. If the condition is false, then only else block will execute, sir. Okay, if the condition is false, then only else block will execute clearly, I'm saying. Okay, yes. Now coming to the nested if. Nested if. What is nested if? Simple. A if block which is having one more if within it is called nested if. Or else a if block or else block which is having one more if else within it is called nested if. Inside the if we can include, tell me.
If both are equal, it will still go to else case.
Yeah, both are equal, then we have to go for nested if only, compulsory. That's what I'm speaking. If I understand that. Now you can see here, if both are equal, I'm going to tell you one logic. Just observe here. If both are equal, we have to write else case actually. I value 10 and 1. 10 is big only, it is same. 10 is big only, it is same. So why? Because any one of the condition is same. Let me include if I greater than 0, I'm keeping breakpoint. Which block is considering? I want to show you. Just observe it. I'm giving my input is first number 10, second number 10, and press enter. Now you can see 10 greater than 10. Actually false. False, no, 10 greater than false. Then immediately where it will go to here? Function key plus F11. Immediately it will go to else block. So that 10 only it's going to be checked. So in case if you want to perform this action, what is that? If I equal to 10, you can write nested if condition. That is what? I greater than 0 is okay. I is first biggest value. Else j is the biggest value. Again, one more if condition. Else if we have to write. That is, if I equal to 0, then both are equal to, you have to write the condition. More condition you have to write. That is what nested if condition I'm speaking now. I'll show you how to write it. Okay, this is simple if else only. If both are equal, you have to write else if conditions like this only. Okay. See here, I'm writing here I greater than 0. If I greater than 0, console I is the big. Else j is the big. Okay. Then in else part, what I'm trying to do, if, just give me 1 second. Else, if I less than j, I equals to j here. I equals to j. Then what actually here? I, both are equal, I can say that. Simple logic. Just let me write simple logic. Now I can say both are equal. Both are equal. Both are equal. Else, I'm taking. Then what I can say? Else, console.write line. Let me copy and paste it. What is happened? Now, copy this and paste it here. Now what I'm taking? J is the biggest value. J is the biggest. Now observe here. First conditional will jump. If I greater than 0, I is more than second number, I is big. Else, if I equal to 0, it will else. J is the biggest value. Once I run this, if I give 10 value, both are equally saying or not. This is nested if condition. If I entered some more, suppose one more value I'm taking. Now you can see first value 10, second value 20, then 20 is the biggest value like this. So we can write nested if. This is what nested if only, which I'm going to explain right now here, nested if. So a block or else block which is having one more if else within it is called nested if. Nested if is used to test multiple conditions. Multiple condition means what's are here. If the condition is true, it's okay. In case if the condition is false, it will go to here. Again, it will check the condition. This condition is true, it's okay. In case this condition is false, it will go to here. This means multiple condition. A if block or else block which is having one more if else within it is called nested if. This is exactly nested if condition clear. This is the next exactly nested if condition. Nested if condition. Let me show you to take 3 numbers here. 3 numbers values. Okay, let me give a task to you. 3 numbers example, you can do the task. Tomorrow I'll explain you clearly how to add it, handle 3 numbers logic here. Okay, one more logic I'll tell you. So what is that? I'm accepting number at runtime. Number at runtime. NUMBR number. Now this I'm removing here. This number I want to check. If I greater than 20, just basic value I'm taking. If I greater than 20. 20 is directly value I'm taking it. Okay. So, I value where it is there. I have forgot to include that I value. Sorry, this is required, sir. If I greater than 20, sir. What I can say here, if I greater than 20 value, I is simply I can say greater than 20. If not, what will happen? I can say that again, if I greater than 15. Now I can say that what actually here, I is your input value, I plus some space plus is greater than 15. Greater than 15, I can say. Okay. Again, if this condition also false, it will go to where else. Else part, what I'm trying to do, I is not greater than 15. and 20 I can say. Simple. This is nested if. First condition will check. If it is true, this is only will execute. And if this condition is true, sir, once, even control will not move forward to these blocks. Immediately it will stop the execution. If this condition is false, then it will go to else. Inside the else, one more if is there, no? This condition, one more condition. In case if this condition is true, control will jump into here. If this condition is false again, then control will jump into finally else block. Else block. Let me keep the breakpoint here. I'm keeping the breakpoint, and also I'm keeping the breakpoint here, and also I'm keeping the breakpoint. You will see this, which block of code is executing. Fine. Let's run this as usual. Once I run this, now you can see after running this, I'm just keeping minimize this option, and I'm going to hit the function key plus F11, function key plus F11. Okay, function key plus F11. Oh, sorry, I have not entered the value. So I have to enter the value. For example, I'm giving 9 value. I'm giving. Press enter. Now I can say I is holding what? 9 value. I is holding 9. 9 greater than 20. When we place mouse pointer, it is false. Again, when we hit function key plus F11, where it will jump inside the else block. Again, it is checking condition. I value 9 greater than 15. It is false only, sir. If it is false, again, function key plus F11, it will go to else block. So now you can see I value is holding here 9. Finally, we got the output here. I is what? Not greater than 15 and 20. So we can able to maintain the flow like this. Again, one more time I'm going to run. My condition is here what actually 16 value I'm taking. Input is 16. 16 greater than 20. False. Function key plus F11, it will jump into else if. 16 greater than 15 is correct. True means control function key plus F11, it will jump into here. And if it is true, then else block will not execute. Immediately control will jump into out of the conditions. 16 is greater than 15, it's fine. In case what happens are if this condition here only correct, then what will happen? That only will be executed. Now you can see I'm just entering my input is 25. Once I enter 25, 25 is greater than 20. 25 is what actually greater than 20. Then this is only true. Function key plus F11. Now you can see we got 25 is greater than 20 is correct. So if it is correct, even this will not go to at all here in this case. Control directly will jump into console.read statement and it will print output here. 25 is greater than 20 like this one. So this is just a simple logic programming, if else, nested if, okay, if else like this. So switch case and for loop, nested for loop, while loop, do while loop, all these things will be discussed in tomorrow's session clearly. And for your kind information, tomorrow's session purpose, this link don't use. I will send a new link, a short link I will send to you. Okay, short link I will send to you. And those who not enrolled for this course, okay, please speak to Durga Soft people. They will give you a short link. And those who already joined for this course, almost here you can see I have mail IDs with me. Those who joined for this course, 6 p.m. batch. So for all these mail IDs, I am going to send a short link from my side, from my mail ID. Tomorrow you can use that short link. So short link means no need to enter your details, everything. Okay, directly you can click on the link, you can join continuously. This link will work more 10 days. It will work. So
my email should be I paid today.
Who is this? Mr. Mahesh.
Yeah.
Can you drop your mail ID in chat box so that I update here in this mails?
I think I don't have a chat option from day one.
Otherwise you can ask to Durga Soft to give them to mail ID to me so that I can update myself. I will send the short link also. No worries at all.
Sir, hello.
Yeah, Mr. Tell me.
Sir, share me the videos, sir. I did not got extra and before extra, I did not got the videos. Please share me the videos now.
Hey, Mr. Vijay, I said already 4 videos and complete C#.NET material part 1. Your mail ID is this, no?
Yes, sir. I did not got extra video. And day before extra also, you don't know, I did not got.
You didn't receive yesterday video?
No, yesterday video I did not got, sir.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You please hold on a line. I will show you whether you got or not. I sent already to all mails. Let me show you. Just wait.
Okay.
Hold on a line.
Okay.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I have also enrolled, but I didn't get a link.
Yeah, you can ask to Durga Soft. Please, you update your mail to me so that today you will receive all videos up to now what I conducted, and material also you will receive. Don't worry. Okay. Others, if
Okay,
you have any chat box, you can place your mail ID in chat box. Now you can see .NET 6 p.m. These are the videos which I uploaded for your batch. Let me check. .NET. Acha, fifth video I have not uploaded. No, sorry. So no one, I think no one got fifth video. Yes.
No, sir, I did not got. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't upload actually. Sorry for that. Only 4 videos are there. 50 video I have not uploaded. Today I will download and both videos I'll upload. 5 and 6. Today's session and
Yeah.
yesterday's session.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thanks for notifying me. So I
Yeah,
will
okay.
literally upload. Yeah.
Sir,
Okay.
videos
No issues.
will by the end
I
of the
can
day.
share
right?
the syllabus also.
Tell me.
Videos will be available by the end of the class.
Videos I am giving download option. You can download it immediately.
Okay. I mean, so yeah, because sometimes meetings are there in office, so I will be not able to listen to a live session. So before that, next day class, if you can share by the day or next day morning, we can download and listen it before the next class.
You can do it. You can download it immediately. Better to download. You can keep the folder separately in your computer. So lifetime you can be able to watch it without internet connection. Already explained in my last session. When we keep the videos as it is in Google Drive, so some after few days, then I have to delete the videos because of my drive is going to become full. Obviously, whenever my drive is empty, then I can able to upload more videos to your class videos. So I have given already download permission. Please download it immediately.
Sure. Can I give my email address?
Yeah, who is this? Can you please tell me your name?
Mahesh.
Mahesh, give me your mail ID. Someone has given chat box only. So let me.
I'm not able to.
No problem.
Yeah. K-A-N N for D-A, D for Delta, K-U-R, T-H-I, K-U-R, T-H-I, B-H-U, B-A-N-A, B-H, wrong side, K-H, can you scroll? Yeah, from here, B for ball, B-H-U, B-A, B-H-U, B-A-N-A, B-A-N-A, Mahesh, M-A-H-E-S-H, @gmail.com.
Okay, I'll contact Durgasoft once. If these 3 mails are enrolled already, then you will receive the videos and material today night. No problem.
Sure.
Thank you.
సార్ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్ ఎనీ సీషాప్ మెటీరియల్ ఏమైనా పెట్టారా సార్
అర్థం కాలేదు నాకు మెటీరియల్
సీషాప్ మెటీరియల్ థియరీ ఏమైనా పెట్టారా అనుకుంటున్నా
నోట్ ప్యాడ్ మెటీరియల్ పెట్టాం కదా బేసిక్ సి షార్ప్ మెటీరియల్ పార్ట్ 1 అని చెప్పేసి శ్రీనివాస్ మీరు చెక్ చేసుకోండి మీకు ఆల్రెడీ పంపించున్నాను మెటీరియల్ పార్ట్ 1 సి షార్ప్
4 వచ్చాయి సార్ 4 వచ్చాయి
అవునండి వీడియోస్ 4 వచ్చాయి కానీ మెటీరియల్ సి షార్ప్ .NET మెటీరియల్ పార్ట్ 1 అని పెట్టాం అందరికి ఇక్కడ వీళ్ళకి మాత్రం పెట్టాం
సరే సార్ నేను చెక్ చేసుకుంటాను సార్ ప్లీజ్
సార్ యాక్చువల్ గా రాలేదు సార్ మాకు
మెటీరియల్ రాలేదా
రాలేదు సార్ వీడియోస్ అడిగే వచ్చినాయి
వీడియోస్ మాత్రం ఉన్నాయి సార్ అందుకే అడుగుతున్నాను సార్
ఓకే no problem. I'll send this total syllabus copy and everything today night you will receive to all these mail IDs. Once I'll cross verify from Durga Soft, so over enrolled, then I'll let you know that clearly. And for sure that this mail IDs, I'll send a new link, short link, that is, you can join on that short link tomorrow onwards. Okay. Yes.